Hello once again on Dallas Cowboys Nation. The Dallas Cowboy latest news on the training camp heats up the competition, reaches another level. The Dallas Cowboys have officially entered one of the most important stages of their preparation for the 2026 NFL season, and the intensity at the training camp continues to rise every single day. Coaches, veterans, rookie, and front office executives all understood that every practice matter and every snap could determine who earns a place on the final 53-man roster, who can get left behind. There is different atmosphere surrounding the Cowboys this year. Expectations remain incredibly high, but there is also renewed a sense of urgency after falling short of their championship ambitions. The organization is determined to build a tougher, a more disciplined, and more balanced football team. So for Dak Prescott, who is the one leading the offense, a quarterback, Dak Prescott has looked confident and composed throughout a camp. Reports from the practice, so they indicate that he has shown an excellent chemistry with his receiver while demonstrating complete command of the offensive system. So for his leadership has been one of the biggest taking points as he continues helping a younger player to adapt while setting the standard during every workout. The coaching staff wants Dak Prescott entering week 1 healthy, sharp, and full prepared to lead what they believe can become one of the NFC most dangerous offenses. Positions battles for becoming a more competitive in this season. So perhaps the most exciting storylines in the camp is a fierce competition for the roster spots. Several young players have surprised the coaches with impressive performances, especially on defense and special teams. Undrafted players and recent draft selection, knowing that every practice is essentially a job interview, and many have responded with outstanding efforts. Ty and Mikro Trigg has attracted attention after making a difficult catches in the practice, while linebacker Curtis Robinson continues earning praise for his leadership and reliability. Defensive and Sam Williams is also fighting hard to secure his place by showing his athleticism and pass rushing ability. These competitions are exactly what the Cowboys coaching staff wanted, because a stronger internal competition usually creates a stronger football team. Defensive improvements remain a major focus. Defensively, Dallas is emphasizing speed, communication, and creating turnovers. So the coaching staff wants the defense to become more aggressive without sacrificing discipline. Our players have spent considerable time working on pass rusher techniques, tackling fundamentals, and situational football. Several defensive backs have impressed during a camp by forcing incompletions and generating interceptions in a practice session, while linebackers continue improving their communication before the snap. So if this unit continues developing throughout preseasons, it could become one of the Cowboys' greatest strengths entering the regular season. So even though training camp is underway, the Dallas Cowboys are not finished evaluating possible roster improvement. The owner, Jerry Jones, has acknowledged that organization remain open to making some significant moves if the right opportunity presents itself. So meanwhile, Dallas has already made a depth adjustment, including adding offensive lineman Sebastian Gutierrez after the opening week of the camp. Around the NFL, a trade discussions continues, and many Cowboys fans believe the team could still add another veterans before the regular season it begins. So one overlooked area of the camp has been special teams. The coaching staff places tremendous value on a player who can contribute to the kick coverage, punt returns, and the field position battles. Several young players who may not start on the offense or defense are making a strong case for a roster spot because of their special team performance. Those contributions often become the difference between making the roster and being released from the season it starts. And another encouraging development have been chemistry inside the locker room. So the veteran leader have embraced the mentoring a younger teammates while a rookie continue earning respect through a hard work and consistent efforts. Coaches have placed the team energy and professionalism throughout the camp. So building this culture now could prove just as important as improving a talent on field once a regular season it begins. Looking ahead, with a preseason game approaching, the pressure will only increase. Every player understands that strong practice performances must now translate into a live game situations. Our coaches will closely evaluate execution, decision making, and consistency before finalizing the roster. For the Dallas Cowboys, the mission remains clear. Build a complete football team capable of competing for the NFC title and making legitimate Super Bowl run. The coming weeks will reveal which players seize the opportunity and which veterans secure their roles in the team, and whether the Dallas decide to make another major roster move before the regular season officially begins. One thing is certain, the Cowboys training camp is becoming more competitive every day, and the excitement surrounding American team continues to grow as the kickoff draw is closely evaluated as the coaches determine which player best fit the new system. Competition is expected to be intense with several young players hoping to secure starting roles alongside the experienced veterans. Although the Cowboys have already completed several notable signings and trades during the offseason, league insiders continue to link the franchise with additional transfer activity. So the Dallas is reportedly keeping the close eye on veteran linebackers, experienced cornerback, pass rusher, and offensive linemen who could become available throughout the trade or free agencies. NFL executives believe the Cowboys have maintained enough salary cap flexibility to make another important acquisition if injuries or unexpected roster changes around the league to create the right opportunity. While no blockbuster trade has been finalized today, the organization remains one of the team most likely to stay active throughout the training camp. Veteran linebacker Buddy Wagner remains one of the names frequently mentioned in connection with a Dallas Cowboy. Although there have been no official negotiation confirmed, many analysts believe a Wagner leadership, championship experience, and defensive intelligence would immediately improve the Cowboys' linebacker unit. The front office is also believed to be is believed to be the monitoring several veterans edge rusher who could provide additional pressure on opposing quarterbacks, as well as experienced cornerback capable of adding a depth and stability to the secondary if the younger player failed to impress during a preseason competition. So the training camp is expected to a future a several important position battle that could shape the Cowboys season. At the wide receiver, a younger player are competing fiercely for a roster spot behind the established startup, while on offensive line both rookie and veterans are fighting for the opportunities to protect a quarterback that Prescott. The linebacker competition may prove to be the most important of all as the coaching staff searches for a player capable of adapting quickly to a Christian Parker's aggressive defensive scheme. A strong preseason performances could dramatically alter the final 53-man roster before the start of the regular season. The Cowboys have already strengthened their squad throughout a several off-season additions, bringing in players such as Jalen Thompson, Lashawn Gary, Kobe Durant, Derrick Henry, and Otito Abigonia, Adi Winters, Ham Hoyle, Michael Andy. These acquisitions were designed to improve our depth across a multiple position while maintaining a long-term financial flexibility. At the same time, Dallas Cowboys restructured the contract of the quarterback Dak Prescott and offensive lineman Tyler Smith, creating additional salary cap, a space that could be used to pursue another impact player before the season officially begins. Several young players are also attracting attention as training camp approaches. Coaches are expected to closely evaluate a rookie and second-year players who could earn meaningful roles during 2026 campaign or season. The organization believes its younger talent and the potential to become an important part of the team future and strong performances during preseason game that could significantly influence a final roster decision. This emphasizes on youth combined with experienced veterans already on the roster, and thus gives a Dallas confidence that it can compete with the NFL top teams this season. Despite the excitement surrounding the current roster, a trade rumor continues to dominate conversation among Cowboys fans and NFL analysts. Reports indicate that the Dallas remain interested in adding another linebacker, a cornerback, defensive tackle, edge rusher, or defensive lineman if the right player become available. Team executives have made it clear they are willing to act aggressively whenever an opportunity presents itself, and many observers expect the Cowboys to remain active in the player on the player market throughout Augusta. As July 2026, however, no major new transfer or trade has been officially completed. Overall, the Dallas Cowboys enter 2026 season with a renewed optimism and championship ambition. The franchise has invested heavily in strengthening its roster, improving its defense, and creating a greater competition at nearly every position. With a training camp about to begin, every practice session will be a crucial as coaches evaluate player and finalize the team. If the Dallas succeed in additional another experienced defender or offensive lineman before a week one, many analysts